Okay, so for the purpose of this demonstration, let's give it a name. So it'll be SQL main, for example. And over here, you can either type the entire connection string, which at first will be very complicated to write and to know how to properly format it. But that's why you have this edit button over here. Above we have the connection type, and as you can see there are several connection types available: Microsoft SQL Server, SQL Azure, OLADB, Oracle, and all sorts of interesting stuff. But in this course we will be mostly using Microsoft SQL Server data type connection. And then we will go and click on the edit button and type in the server name. This is my server name. This is a server hosted locally on this virtual machine that I'm using. I'm gonna leave Windows authentication by default as is and select a database name. By connecting to each server, you will have access to all the databases that are stored on that server. Of course, depending on your account. There are cases where you will not be granted access to some databases, for example, production databases, as those are a bit more delicate. So let's choose AdventureWorks 2014. It's a good thing to test the connection before saving this file. The connection succeeded, and that's a good sign. There are also times when you may be forced a bit to use SQL Server authentication depending on the customer that you're working with, on the environment that you're working on, and so on. So there are all sorts of factors that will influence this. But in our case, and also if you're developing locally on your computer, this is the way to go. I'm going to click on OK, and look, this is the type of connection string that I've talked earlier. So you can also type this on your own without going to editing the connection string option over here. But at first it's just easier to go over here and configure it. It's more visual, it's easier, at least at first. So we'll just go with what's easier first for now. Now, all you have to do is just click on OK. And now you have your first data source connection. As you can see, it has been stored under a data source folder, and you can add multiple data connections. Give it another name. You can't have the same name multiple times, so the name is unique. Give another name, go again to edit, type in your server name, and from the available database name just choose another one. I only have the AdventureWorks installed on this machine, and for this course we will be using AdventureWorks 2014. This is a free sample database, and it's very rich. You can find it on the Microsoft website, and also you will have a download link in this course. And again, you can just choose this one, click OK, and the second data source connection appeared beneath the SQL main one that we created earlier. But we don't need this one, so we're just gonna right click on it and delete it. Yes, sure. So this is how you create your first data source connection.